Now today's practical aim is investigation or determination of given unknown organic compound by qualitative test. Basically, these organic compounds are classified according to two major classes. First one is according to state and according to the nature. According to state, these organic compounds are solid, liquid and gaseous state, and according to this nature, these organic compounds are acidic, phenolic, basic and neutral in nature. For this qualitative analysis, only solid and liquid organic compounds are given for this practical, and the solid or liquid may be acidic, phenolic, basic or neutral in nature. So, for determination or investigation of this unknown organic compound, there are 7 to 8 tests, systematic qualitative analysis test, which includes first preliminary test. Under this preliminary test, first one is state, color, order, solubility test, Bayer's test, which is also called as detection of saturation and unsaturation in the organic compound, and test for aromaticity, which is also called as Wettstein test. The solubility of this organic compound is done by first in distilled water, then 10% sodium bicarbonate, then 10% sodium hydroxide, then 1:1 hydrochloric acid, and fourth one is concentrated H2SO4. Upon completion of this preliminary test, the next step for systematic qualitative analysis is first preparation of sodium fusion extract for the detection of extra element. Preparation of sodium fusion extract for detection of extra element. Extra elements include nitrogen, sulfur and halogen. Then identify the group number 1, 2, 3 or 4. Group number 1 contains only carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. Group number 2, along with this carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen may be present. Group number 3 includes carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen and sulfur. And in group number 4, it may be carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur and any type of halogen is present in the organic compound. Then the next is functional group test, which is also called as confirmatory test. Then upon completion of this confirmatory test, prepare a derivative of this given unknown organic compound, and last test is determination of physical constant. When the compound is solid in nature, determine the melting point, and if the compound is liquid in nature, determine the boiling point of the given organic compound. Upon completion of all the tests, you have to report result in the fashion like state, color, order, then solubility, whether this compound is saturated or unsaturated, or it may be aromatic or aliphatic in nature, which type of elements are present in this organic compound, then this organic compound is under the heading of which group, then which confirmatory test you have to perform for this confirmation of this given unknown organic compound, then derivative preparation and the physical constant. This is regarding introductory part of identification, or it is investigation or determination of given unknown organic compound by qualitative test. Here test for given organic compound. The procedure is take 0.1 to 0.2 gram of organic compound in the test tube, add 2 ml of water, which is already measured. If this is insoluble in water, then add 1 to 2 ml of alcohol. Try to dissolve it. This is an alpha naphthol for the identification. Add sodium carbonate, 10% sodium carbonate, 2 ml into this. drops of KMnO4 solution. As per this observation, this color changes, means the pink color disappears, which changes to reddish to brownish color. As per the comparison with this is the pinkish color of KMnO4 and this is a color of unsaturated organic compound, which this pink color of KMnO4 solution disappears and which may be changes to reddish to brownish color. Next test is called as Beilstein test. Here the copper foil is heat in a flame until the green color in the flame disappears. This Beilstein test is useful for detection of whether the compound is aliphatic or aromatic in nature. So firstly, heat this copper foil and then take a small amount of compound for the identification on copper foil and observe the flame. If the flame is sooty flame, the compound is aromatic compound. I am repeating again. Yes, it's a sooty flame, means the compound is aromatic in nature. Now the solubility test of this given unknown organic compound. The first test is treatment of this compound with the water. Take this 0.2 gram of organic compound and add around 1 to 2 ml of water. So it indicates this compound is insoluble at room temperature into the water. Now this sodium bicarbonate test, means solubility in sodium bicarbonate. Take this organic compound and add sodium bicarbonate. If there is a effervescence, so it may be acid, but there is no effervescence and it does not soluble in this sodium bicarbonate, so it is not carboxylic acid or sulfonic acid. So the next one is solubility of this organic compound in the sodium hydroxide. So take 0.1 to 0.2 gram of this compound and add NaOH, that is sodium hydroxide. Yes, this compound is soluble in the sodium hydroxide, so it may be acid phenols or amino acids, or it confirms it is a phenol in nature, that is paranitrophenol or metanitrophenol or orthonitrophenol, because it is insoluble in water. So but the soluble in 10% sodium hydroxide, so it may be a phenol in nature. So the treatment of 50% hydrochloric acid on this organic compound. Take this 0.2 gram of organic compound and add 50% HCl. If it is soluble at room temperature, so it may be amine or nitroaniline. So it is not soluble at room temperature, it is insoluble, so it is not amines and nitroaniline class. Now the test for solubility test of this organic compound in concentrated H2SO4.
This is the treatment with concentrated H2SO4. Take this 0.2 gram of this compound and add a concentrated H2SO4. Check the solubility. If it is soluble at room temperature, it may be some aromatic hydrocarbon, phenols, etc. Yes, it is soluble in concentrated H2SO4, so it may be some aromatic hydrocarbon or phenol may be present. Procedure for preparation of sodium fusion extract, and this test is also known as Lassigny's test. Firstly, collect the fresh piece of sodium metal into the sodium fusion tube. Dip into the sodium fusion tube by using capillaries. Then heat until it melts. Then add a small amount of organic compound into the sodium fusion tube containing sodium metal. Heat again until sodium fusion tube is red hot in nature. Yes, it is a red hot while observing, and put this sodium fusion tube into the distilled water. The sodium fusion extract will be prepared by taking this sodium metal, repeating the procedure 2 to 3 times. Again, I am taking 2 to 3 times to get the concentrate of the sodium fusion extract. Again, I am taking the sodium metal into the sodium fusion tube and insert by using this capillary. Heat until it melts. As it melts, then take a small amount of organic compound . Heat this, and the lower end of fusion tube will be red hot. And put this fusion tube into the distilled water, collected into the porcelain dish, and repeat this procedure for 2 to 3 times. Crush this sodium fusion tubes and heat for 10 to 15 minutes to get the fusion extract. Now the test for element detection. The first one is nitrogen test. Test for nitrogen. Take 2 ml of sodium fusion extract, which is already prepared. Add 0.1 gram of ferrous sulfate. And 1 ml of sodium hydroxide solution. boil the solution gently. Boil this solution and add a dilute sulfuric acid. So there is no formation of Persian blue color, means here is the nitrogen is absent. In this organic compound, nitrogen is absent. I am repeating again this test. Test for nitrogen. Take a 2 ml of sodium fusion extract, add 0.2 gram of 0.1 to 0.2 gram of this ferrous sulfate and 1 ml of sodium hydroxide solution. Boil this solution gently and then add just sufficient dilute sulfuric acid. If the solution is Persian blue color, means the nitrogen is present, but in this case there is no formation of Persian blue color, so nitrogen element is absent in the given unknown organic compound. This is the test for sulfur detection. Take a 2 ml of sodium fusion extract, then add 2 ml of glacial acetic acid, then add 4 to 5 drops of lead acetate. If there is appearance of black or brown precipitate, there is a presence of sulfur, but here in this case the sulfur element is absent because it does not form the black or brown precipitate, while this lead acetate and glacial acetic acid reacted with this sodium fusion extract. Test for halogen detection. Take 2 ml of sodium fusion extract, which is already prepared, then add dilute nitric acid, then add silver nitrate around 1 ml. If the yellowish or white color appears, there is a presence of halogen, but in this case there is no white or yellow precipitate, so halogen is absent for this particular given unknown organic compound. Completion of these all the tests. The last test is confirmatory test or the functional group detection test. So this compound does not contain any type of element, that is nitrogen, sulfur and halogen. These three elements are absent in this particular organic compound. So this compound is in a group number 1, means it contains only carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. So the taste means it is in the group number 1. So the taste for acids, carboxylic acid does not contain nitrogen, sulfur and halogen. It gives a negative, means it does not give carbon dioxide effervescence while adding this bicarbonate into this compound. So we directly go to this test called as test for phenols, that is ferric chloride test. So add organic compound, then add 1 to 2 ml of water. If this compound is insoluble, so add alcohol in this. After adding this alcohol and water into this compound, add few drops of ferric chloride and observe the color. So it gives appearance of green color, appearance of some whitish color or white occurrence is there. So it confirms it contains a phenol like alpha or beta naphthol. So this is the confirmatory taste of this phenols. So it gives you white occurrences, means it confirms this compound is alpha or beta naphthol. Somewhat it is pinkish in nature, So pink color indicates presence of alpha naphthol and white color indicates beta naphthol. So it converts into pink color, so it may be alpha naphthol. Now the another confirmatory test for this phenol, that is for alpha naphthol and beta naphthol, called as Thalin test. Take a 0.2 gram of this organic compound into the test tube. Add phthalic anhydride. And 2 drops of concentrated H2SO4. Warm it to fuse. Then add 2 ml of sodium hydroxide and observe the color. So it shows a brownish color to green color, means it confirms the given organic compound is phenol. Example is alpha or beta naphthol. Now here we are performing the derivative preparation of phenol. Here the chemicals required for the preparation of derivative of this phenol are phenol first, then 10% sodium hydroxide and benzoyl chloride. We are preparing the derivative by using Sputum-Baumann technique. First, take this phenol in test tube. Then add 10% sodium hydroxide solution. Dissolve it properly. After dissolution of this phenol, add benzoyl chloride dropwise. Here we are adding this 10% sodium hydroxide and dissolve properly. The sample is dissolved properly in 10% sodium hydroxide solution. Now we have to add benzoyl chloride into this dropwise. Now we have to add this benzoyl chloride dropwise in fuming chamber. Shake this solution. Properly. Here will we get the precipitate of phenol derivative by using Sputum-Baumann technique. Adding this benzoyl chloride and getting this precipitate, you have to filter it properly and take the physical constant of the same. Now filter this precipitate obtained by Sputum-Baumann technique. Here we get the precipitate of phenol derivative. Dry properly and take the physical constant. After drying, we get this type of phenol derivative. Here we are performing the physical constant of given unknown organic compound. The glasswares required for this physical constant: capillary, fusion tube, then thermometer, Thiles tube, etc. This Thiles tube is filled with the liquid paraffin. First, take this capillary and close the one end by using this Bunsen burner. One end of the capillary is closed now. Fill this compound in the test tube by tapping this capillary, sorry, not test tube, it is capillary. By tapping this capillary into the sodium fusion tube. Here is the capillary is filled out. Tie this filled capillary towards this thermometer and dip this thermometer into the Thales tube properly. Don't touch this thermometer towards the Thales tube. Yes. Now hit this liquid paraffin which is filled in the Thales tube and report the physical constant. Now the compound is charged out and it melts. Observe that the compound is totally melts. Turn off the burner and report the physical constant. Make it clear that this thermometer is having a range 2 by 1 means one line is equal to 2 degrees Celsius. So this physical constant of this compound is in a even number, not in the odd number, because the one line is equal to 2 degrees Celsius. So make it sure or clear first by which type of thermometer will use for this determination of physical constant.
So upon completion of all the tests, you have to report a result in this fashion, like state, color, order, then report whether this compound is aromatic or aliphatic in nature, or whether compound is saturated or unsaturated, then solubility of this organic compound, then elements present in the organic compound. For example, along with this carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, if the nitrogen is present, so report is nitrogen is present, then functional group test, then physical constant of the given organic compound. You have to report your result in this. Now questions for synopsis. First question is, what is Bayer test, and write the reaction involved in it. So the Bayer test for unsaturation is for determining the presence of carbon-carbon double bonded compounds called as alkenes, or carbon-carbon triple bonded compounds called as alkynes. means this Bayer test is useful for the detection of whether this unsaturation is present or absent. So here is the reaction when this Bayer's reagent, that is KMnO4 potassium permanganate, pinkish purple color, is react with this alkene carbon-carbon double bond. It forms 1,2-diol by removing this manganese dioxide, which is brownish color, and potassium magnate. These are the two means it alkenes are converted into 1,2-diols by reacting this Bayer's reagent. Another question, what is Beilstein test and what purpose it is used? This Beilstein test is a simple qualitative chemical test for organic halides, which is used for the determination of organic compounds, whether this compound is aromatic or aliphatic in nature. This Beilstein test is developed by Friedrich Konrad Beilstein. Third question, write about sodium fusion extract, which is also called as Lassagn's test, and why it is necessary to prepare this sodium fusion extract. These elements like halogens, nitrogen, sulfur are covalently bonded to these organic compounds. In order to detect these elements, need to convert them into ionic form. This is done by using this organic compound is reacted with or fused with the sodium metal. These ionic compounds forms during this fusion are extracted in aqueous solution and can be detected by simple chemical test, and this extract is called as sodium fusion extract or Lassagn's extract. Question number next, fourth number, what is phthalate test? Give the reaction involved in it. The phthalate test is useful for the detection of this phenols, or it is a confirmatory test of phenol. So test is procedure for the test is take a 0.01 gram of compound and add phthalic anhydride. Dropwise add concentrated sulfuric acid. Heat gently until this mixture fuses. Cool and pour it into the beaker containing 20 ml of very dilute sodium hydroxide solution, which gives a pinkish color which confirms the phenol is present. This is the reaction involved in this. Phthalic anhydride is reacted with this phenol in presence of H2SO4. It gives this product having a pink color which confirms the phenol is present. Question number next, give the reaction involved in the detection of nitrogen sulfur detection. When the sodium is react with this nitrogen along with this carbon, when it's fused, its sodium cyanide is generated. When this ferrous sulfate and sodium hydroxide forms the green precipitate, and this ferrous sulfate is react with the sodium fusion extract, it forms the sodium ferrocyanide, and further the sodium ferrocyanide is converted into ferric ferrocyanide having a Persian blue color, whereby sodium chloride is the byproduct. This is the reaction involved in the nitrogen detection. And further for sulfur detection, when lead acetate is reacts with this sodium sulfate, first the sodium is react with the sulfur is from organic compound which is fused to form the sodium sulfate, and when the sodium fusion extract contains the sodium sulfate, it reacts with lead acetate to form lead sulfate, which is blackish in color. And in second test, it is when sodium sulfate is react with the sodium nitroprusside. This specially prepared sodium nitroprusside is used. It gives the purple color to this. This is the reaction involved in the detection of sulfur. These are the some questions for synopsis. Thank you.